Welcome. In this video I'm going to be taking a look at this Minisopuru wireless lavalier microphone. So this was provided to me by the distributor, but they're not compensating me for this video and they're not reviewing it before I post it. If you find this video helpful and you want to purchase one of these, I'll put a link to it in the description on Amazon, and if you use that link it helps me out a little bit and doesn't cost you anything extra. So here it says plug and play, precise radio, clear timbre, highly sensitive. On the back we have the specs. It says 2.4 gigahertz wireless omnidirectional. Sensitivity is -45 dB. Signal to noise ratio is less than 75 dB. Frequency response is 20 Hz to 20 kHz. Sampling rate is 48K 24-bit. Interface type is USB Type-C and 3.5mm. The microphone is built in and it supports external. The battery is 300 milliamp hours. Let's get this open. So it comes in a case. So this is a hard case. Okay, it looks like we have the transmitter and receiver down here, and then we have the accessories up here. Let me pull all these out. So here's the user manual. I'm going to read through this and we'll go over the parts. I'm going to try to identify the things in these bags. So this is a wind guard here. This is a USB Type-A to USB Type-C charging cable. This is a microphone cable, and here's a similar cable. Here is a plug-in lavalier microphone, and here's a USB Type-C to USB Type-C cable. So that came with a lot of cables. Let's take a look at these parts. So this would be the transmitter. So we have a power button, we have built-in microphone, we have a 3.5mm port for an external microphone, we have a 3.5mm port for headphones to use for monitoring, we have USB Type-C charging. On the front we have a pairing indicator, indicator for monitor, indicator for charging, indicator for mute, and indicator for external microphone. So this does have a clip on it, so you can clip this to your clothes. So you can clip this to your shirt, for instance, and use the built-in microphone, or you can connect up an external microphone. So you could connect up this lavalier microphone here, like so. You could clip this down on a pocket and then run this up through your shirt and clip this to the outside of your shirt somewhere. Let's look at the receiver here. We have power, mute. This has a music note on it, but in the instructions it says volume adjust. We have an RGB light. We have voice output, voice monitor, USB Type-C charging, and then we have similar indicators as we had on the transmitter. Okay, so I'm going to charge these up. My charger has USB Type-C and USB Type-A, but you can use any kind of phone charger. If you have both types of chargers, you can charge both at the same time. Okay, so now I have both of these charging. We can see the charge indicator is lit. I'll come back when these are fully charged and we'll do some audio tests with them. Okay, so I have this all charged up. So we have the little wind fuzzy, and you can see the microphone here has some little clips next to it, so we can clip that on here. Okay, so that should help with wind noise. So if you're inside, you can take this off and you can have a little bit lower profile. So we can actually use this microphone, or we can use the lavalier microphone, and then it has a headphone port on here for monitoring. So I'm going to clip this to my shirt, and then we have the receiver here, has a couple of different ports on it. This top port is the one we're going to use to connect to my device, and I'm going to use the plug here with 4 conductors. Plug that in here, and it has 4 conductors on the other end, and then you can also hook a headphone in here for monitoring, so you can monitor it on the transmitter or the receiver side. I think that's a real nice feature. Another way to get output out of here is through USB. So if we plug USB into here, we can plug this into a device that supports USB microphones. So that would be a lot of Android phones. You can plug this into a MacBook and it will show up as a USB microphone. You can do the same thing on Windows PCs. I'm guessing it would work on Linux too, probably even Chromebooks. So that makes this very versatile. So if you have a newer Android phone that does not have a headphone or microphone port, you can connect this with USB. So I'm going to be connecting this to my iPad Pro. I'll plug that into the headphone port. Now on an iPhone, you'll need the headphone adapter if it's a newer iPhone that does not have a headphone port. I'm going to open this up. And one last thing I need to do is turn this on. So I'll hold down the power button on each one. So we can see it's flashing. We see the little icon there. So now we have power on both devices and we can see where it's plugged in here. So now I'll do a test recording. This is a test of the wireless lavalier microphone. I'll unplug the microphone so I can hear it, and I'll play it back. I'll actually copy the audio right into this video so you can hear it directly. This is a test of the wireless lavalier microphone. Okay, so that was very clear. So now I'll actually plug in the clip-on lavalier. So I'll plug that into the microphone port. You can see the little icon is lit up. I'll make sure to plug this back into my iPad. This is a test of the wireless lavalier microphone. This is a test of the wireless lavalier microphone. So between these two microphones, I think this one sounded a little bit better than this one, although I think either one would be adequate. So I'm going to take this now and I'm going to connect this into my phone, and I think I'm going to head out to my backyard or something, and I'll go walk around the yard and I'll talk with this plugged in. Because right now I'm just a few feet away, but that would be more like a person would use it. Okay, so I'm in my backyard now. I have the transmitter clipped to my pocket, and I have it hooked up to the lavalier microphone clipped to my shirt. I have headphones on, earbuds, and I have that plugged in to monitor my voice so I can hear it. So I'll just tuck this other wire in my other pocket. So I'll go walk around now. So I'm walking towards the garden. I'm going to walk around the garden here. Now there is some wind, but I'm not really hearing it in the microphone. Okay, so I'm walking around our playset. And I really hear the wind in my earbuds, but not on the microphone. I'm walking around the second garden, and I'm walking back to the camera. Okay. Another thing to point out is there are buttons on the top for mute and volume level. So you can press this to mute it, and it does mute it in your monitor too, so you know it's muted. And then we have the audio level, and that has, I think, 3 different audio levels, and you press it to switch between the 3. So I was very impressed with the sound quality of this. So you hear a lot of people talk about HD video and 4K and things like that, but you can't ignore the audio. I think the audio is often more important than the video. I've seen some great videos that have poor audio, and the communication doesn't occur as good as it could if they had good audio. I really like the ease of setup of this. You just plug the one end into your phone with the single cable, or if you have USB-C, that's super easy to connect up to if you have a device that supports that. And then you can just clip this near your phone, and then this you can clip in your pocket or on a shirt. And I like that you can use this on its own, or you can hook in the lavalier microphone. I really like the lavalier microphone. I thought it had a little bit better sound quality, and it's kind of lower profile. So if you have a button-up shirt, you can just slip this in behind it and clip it on, and it is very unobtrusive. But you can't just clip this right onto your shirt or in a pocket or something if you want to use it. In the past, I've used wireless microphone systems that required batteries. I like that this charges with USB-C, so you don't have to go out and purchase batteries. You can just charge it up before whatever you're going to use it for. And I think it's nice it comes with a little case too, because this does have a lot of different wires and options for it. Has a nice place to store that away. So that's all I'm going to cover in this video. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. If you like this video, please click like. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I'd appreciate if you could do that. And thanks for watching. Until next time, goodbye.